YouTube? Welcome back to Bald Man Reacts. Got a request from Felipe Gomez. He drums for the bands Destroyers of All and Grimlet, both phenomenal bands. He is an incredible drummer. And he wanted me to check out a band that he has loved for quite some time, a band called Mão Morta. They are a Portuguese band that apparently does very dark stuff and some very weird stuff. I've got a track for each. I'm going to do the first track he gave me, I guess, which is the darker track. I've got the lyrics up in a separate window. I have not had a chance to hear the band. I'm looking forward to it. I will post the translated lyrics that he gave me down in the video description so those of you that do not speak Portuguese can have a chance to read them. So let's get into it. The band is Mão Morta. The track is Arrastando, seu cadáver, or cadaver, I'm guessing. I know I'm still really rusty on my Portuguese and I'm still not there yet, but I'm trying. And here we go. Really like that riff. Really nice use of minor chords there. Reminds me a little bit of Alice in Chains. It's a really, really pretty, yet dark riff. Love the tones, guitars here. This is built really well. I like that spoken word. It's really cool. It's a really cool touch. I like the jazzy feel of the drum line. I like some of the bluesiness / jazziness in the riffs. Really nice lead accents back there as well.
Arrastando a carcass disfigurada por entre o trânsito do fim da tarde. Passei sem conseguir dizer nada.
It's certainly incredibly dark lyrically.
Ninguém dizia nada.
I like the shift to that nice distorted tone there. Slightly overdriven, not a ton of gain, but it's got that nice punch to it.
Ninguém dizia nada. O silêncio acompanhava o olhar vazio. A dor.
Such an easygoing groove, and it's really enjoyable. I really like how beautiful this passage sounds, which is a complete contradiction to me. It's just how dark these lyrics are. Some really cool guitar textures back there. They're really faint and they're really subtle, but they're there. I like how there's 3 or 4 different guitar parts going on. Really nice counterpoint. really cool little bass things that are going on under the surface too. And I love the clarity of the hi-hat in the drum kit. Adds a nice texture, and it's something that tends to get mixed out a lot of times in a drum kit. It's a really cool guitar accent there as well. It's a really nice change. I like how they built it in that last riff and then brought it forward as they transition. It's really well done. The subtlety of this track, it's funny, it actually reminds me a bit of the track I did a couple of months ago for my buddy Rabbit Black here on the channel. One of his tracks. It's got some similarities in just the simplicity and the little things, the little nuances of the guitar work. Really, really like it. I love how this solo is built a little bit. A lot of noise, a lot of fuzz, a lot of different stuff. And it's going to take you out. That's a 6+ minute track. I think it's going to finally clock in at 6 minutes and 41 seconds. And it does not feel like 6 minutes and 41 seconds. That was really, really, really enjoyable. And I can see why Felipe likes them so much. It's really interesting from him, too, because he's such a technical drummer. And, he listens to some crazy stuff, as well as stuff like this. He was saying that the use of Portuguese sometimes holds them back, but honestly, I don't mind. Thankfully, and luckily, that he translated it for me. But I think that it's a really enjoyable track, and honestly, even without the lyrics, it's an enjoyable track. With the lyrics, it's the contrast is really interesting between what they're doing musically and sonically and what they're doing lyrically. I like that the whole track is spoken word. I like his voice and that nice accent in Portuguese. I think it fits what they're doing musically, and that whole fusion aspect of what they're doing is awesome. It's a really enjoyable track. That's something that I could just put on in the background, just eat up and listen to while I'm doing other things, depending on, really not even matter what I was doing. Just be a nice, enjoyable track to listen to. I will put the lyrics in the description below. I'll read them really quickly as well. Lyrics are, it's insane that there are no words to describe the horror I saw. A poor man clinging to what was left of his wife. Wandering through downtown, his eyes fixed on a lost horizon, without a word, without a sound. Dragging the disfigured carcass through traffic at the end of the afternoon. I passed without being able to say anything. No one said anything. The silence accompanied the empty gaze. Wandering through the ruins and the late afternoon traffic. People rushed because of the fall of the night, and the poor man followed a destiny aimlessly, dragging her corpse, and the poor man followed a destination without direction, dragging her corpse. No one said anything. The silence accompanied the empty gaze. Awesome. Really well written lyrics that could be taken so many different ways. And if you were to delete the corpse, and you could even interpret that so many other ways, or you could interpret the corpse as a mental figment or something like that. Really well written as far as the entire track, the lyrics, the track, enjoyable stuff. I hope some of you guys check it out. I know certain of you will. Really do love the similarities, that minimalist approach, and good stuff. Thank you, Felipe. I appreciate the request. I appreciate the support. I appreciate being able to check out your bands as well. It's been an awesome friendship, and it's such a great, wonderful opportunity with the Portuguese bands, and I love that scene to death. I truly do. Thank all of you so much. Welcome to all of the new subscribers that have come in recently. I truly appreciate you guys being here and giving me some of your time during the week. Thank you to my law enforcement, military veterans, and first responders for what you do every single day. I love you. I appreciate you. As always, you have been awesome. I have been Bald Man. I will see you in the next one. Be excellent to each other and keep head banging.